Hey, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our series alphabetically, we're up to the letter F, doing our 10 favorite tunes beginning with F. Here with Glen Kellaway from the basement. Another tough letter, I think, Glenn. This is going to be a lot of fun to see what makes the cut and what we leave out. So,
And
what do
my
you think?
favorite word in the English language starts with an F.
Yeah, that's a good one, too. I thought about that. As they say, F off. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we have some good tunes here. And one other provision that we started from the beginning: only one song per artist per letter. So you can't load up on the Beatles tunes and the Dylan tunes and all that stuff. So
Before we start, I wanted to ask you, do you kind of have a favorite letter? Now we're going to be doing our sixth one, I think, here now. So,
yeah,
because I think the letter F is my favorite one so far.
it's in contention. I think my favorite so far might be B, but I
Yeah, no,
like
I
F
really
too.
enjoyed F. Every song I absolutely love.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
let's jump in right away. You got your first 10,
Okay.
10,
Now
9, 8.
I don't know if I know you're kind of a smart guy. I mean, you're you
Kind of.
catch on pretty quick sometimes. This might go over your head though. You might detect a theme in my first three picks.
All right,
I don't
let's
know
see
if
if I can.
it's not really obvious, but see if you
Okay.
can figure it out. Okay, number 10 from the debut album, Jimi Hendrix Experience, Fire. Let me
Nice.
jump into your fire, or whatever the heck it is. Great track. Love that. Number 9, one of my favorite artists, doesn't get enough love. Has put out a ton of great stuff that just doesn't get the attention it deserves. Arthur Brown, one of the great songs from the 60s, Fire.
Okay.
I am the god of hellfire. I love that freaking song. One of my favorite 60s songs. And number 8, Marshall Tucker Band. I was a big Marshall Tucker fan. This is my favorite Marshall Tucker album, Searching for a Rainbow. And the first song on this album is my favorite Marshall Tucker song, Fire on the Mountain.
Nice theme.
Did you pick up on it?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, good.
I
You're
think
smarter
everybody
than
will.
that.
That's
This
those are great.
Mrs. Strickler didn't raise any dumb kids, did she?
Nah. Anyway, those are great picks. Obviously, I'm going to start with my number 10. This is a compilation: Emerson, Lake and Palmer, From the Beginning.
Oh, I one I left off that I have my favorite Emerson, Lake and Palmer song.
Yeah, from the trilogy album. I don't have that album, but I do have this comp, and it,
Oh
it is
man,
the lead off track. From the Beginning. The
amazing pick.
Moog synthesizer on that, Greg Lake's vocals, everything's awesome.
Yeah.
Number 9, Sweet Baby James, Fire and Rain.
Oh, forgot about that one.
That would have been perfect for your fire theme, but anyway,
Yeah, I could have
another
just
one.
done 10 fire songs.
Yeah, this is
Wow,
right at the beginning of the singer-songwriter movement. Big hit for him, autobiographical.
beautiful song.
You know the story. And number 8, we have a match. Fire, Jimi
Oh,
Hendrix. That's what I'm talking about. Jimi Hendrix. Great,
right
great
on.
song. Yeah.
You almost had a theme too. You had two
I
out of
came
three.
close. 2 out of
There's a
3.
big
Yeah.
fire theme. There's 5 fire songs in the first 6 picks.
We'll try and mix it up now.
Okay. Yeah, no fire from this
Okay.
point on. But the next one, number 7, this is one I told Rich before we started here that 2 came into my head that I absolutely love that had to be on my list like 2 minutes before we started, and I had to take a couple off. So Supertramp, from Even in the Quietest Moments, my favorite Supertramp song is From Now On.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just love
That's
the
a good
piano in
album,
that
too.
song and that whole coda at the end when he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Love that
way it
album.
would be you. Yeah, that's my number 7. Number 6 would be, this was ranked higher at one time, but it kept falling down the list as I was adding songs. and I kind of let the cat out of the bag last week. For No One, my favorite Paul McCartney Beatles song.
Yep.
It's number 6.
Cool.
Could have been it was number 2. It moved to 3 to 4.
Down. Wow.
And next, this is the other one that I thought of in the last moment. And how could I leave this off? My favorite Jackson Browne album, title song, For Every Man.
Yep.
Oh man, I love that song, and that lilting lead guitar that David Lindley plays as it fades out is absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous.
I knew that was going to make your list. I'm glad you thought of it.
Oh man, I would have killed myself if I forgot that.
Okay, number 7. From Willie and the Poor Boys, Fortunate Son.
Oh, another great pick. Man, there's a lot of good F songs.
Anti-war tune. Rich kids stay home, poor kids go and fight the war. Whatever. Number 6, Jackson Browne, but from a different album. From Late for the Sky, Fountain of Sorrow.
That was the one that got kicked off, and had that, and they kicked it off for Every Man.
I love For Every Man, and I also like For a Dancer. All 3 of those have
For a
songs.
Dancer's great too. Yeah, they're both his best 2 albums in my opinion. But
yeah, any 3 of those would have worked. And number 5, David Bowie, 5 Years.
Oh, great pick.
Ziggy Stardust. I love it. It's like an apocalyptic. We got 5 years. That's all we got.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's a great track. Wow, I like those picks.
Thanks.
We're doing good, man. I'm proud of us. Hey, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Number 4, my favorite Neil Young album, On the Beach, and my favorite Neil Young song, For the Turnstiles. I don't know if I like it because it's got banjo in it, but I just freaking love that track. So it's and this is such a great album.
Nice.
Number 3. Grateful Dead, American Beauty. My top 2 or 3 Grateful Dead songs, Friend of the Devil.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that one. That's a great one.
Great song. One of their best songs.
Awesome.
Number 2. Man, this could have been number 1. Just the most beautiful, poignant song maybe ever written. It brings a tear to your eye every time you frickin' hear it. It's so well done. Singing both parts and both viewpoints, I would say, is from Cat Stevens' Tea for the Tillerman, Father and Son.
Awesome.
Oh, man. What a song that is. So powerful.
No question. All right. Here we go. Number 4. This is a little bit of a cheat, but I went with it anyway. Elton John, Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, I forgot that one too.
Off of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's the instrumental part, and then it kicks into Love Lies Bleeding. What a great, great song.
Oh, it may be his best work.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rivals it. Number 3, Buffalo Springfield, For What It's Worth.
Oh, there's a ton of great Fs. I told you, this is the best letter so far.
Another one of these late 60s anthems. Got to have that on my list.
Oh, man.
And number 2, this was hard to leave out of the number 1 spot for me, like you said with yours. But I love the song every time I hear it. It's one, again, that brings a little tear to the eye for me. Fast Car, Tracy Chapman. A beautiful song. Love her voice, and it's from the heart. Fast Car.
Great song. I'm telling you, Fs. It's the best one. I can't believe how strong this is, because you have, we only matched on, 1 song?
1 so far.
And all 18 picks have been incredible. They all deserve top 10. Wow. Blown away. I know you and I share this is a favorite band. They're one of our band that we really like, and you've picked a couple of their songs so far, and I haven't yet. But my favorite song by Sly and the Family Stone is Family Affair.
Very good. That was one of the ones I looked at too.
On that, it's so smoky and kind of Oh, it's typical Sly, right? It's a family affair.
It's a fun.
Great album too. There's a riot going
There's a
on.
riot going on. Yeah, great song, great album.
Yeah. Wow, that's my number one pick. I always love that song.
Well, we actually have two matches because my number one is your number two, Father and Son. Cat Stevens. This has always been a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. You have father and son little where you can't really get through to your dad or he doesn't understand you and all that. That's all reflected in the song. And like you said, he does both voices and it's perfect.
It is perfect. And you know what? I don't think the generation gap exists today like it did when we were.
Yeah.
Like my parents didn't understand me at all. My dad was kicking me out of the house because I wouldn't get a haircut.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the way I was living too.
You know, It was just a constant.
Right.
Dad, it was crazy. Even though they were great, I had a great dad, but there was just there was a few years there, man, where he just didn't want me to be who I wanted to be.
They did not understand. He didn't understand the long hair. What are you, a sissy and all this kind of stuff?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The same thing, right? Yeah.
You had to take a lot of
important as a teenager. That was like so important to you, you know.
It was. You wanted your own identity. You wanted to be cool. You wanted to fit in with your friends. All that good stuff, you know.
Yeah, but thank God, I don't think that
sense of freedom.
Anymore. Yeah,
I still have my hair long.
Kids, so thank God.
Well, we both had that high, a 2 and a 1. You can't beat that.
Yeah. Oh, that's just a great song. That was perfect. Wow, I'm glad you picked it number one because I was struggling.
Some honorable mentions that I'm surprised this wasn't on your list because I know you think highly of the James Gang. Funk 49.
Oh man, forgot about that.
That was a close. You got your standards for Once in My Life by Stevie Wonder. For Your Love by the Yardbirds was one
I had that. I had that on my list. That was one I left off.
Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash.
Another one I left off the list that I'd written down.
And probably the most famous overplayed song of all time with an F, Freebird by Leonard Skinner.
I never thought about that one. That's funny.
Yeah.
Forever Young, Bob Dylan.
Forever Young, Bob Dylan. There's so many more. The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, Roberta Flack.
Yeah, those ones you mentioned, like I had those all scratched out on my list. Fountain of Sorrow, I was on my list at one time. For Your Love was on my list at one time. Fast Car, I've got written down here and crossed out. There was this song. It's just that was amazing. And I got to give the banjo plug every week. Flat and Scruggs, Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Famous from Bonnie and Clyde, one of the great movies of all time. Song used through all the chase scenes and became a pretty popular song. Recorded by Earl in 1948.
Good plug.
And Warren Beatty phoned and asked if he could use it. And he wanted to do that particular 48 recording too. He didn't want a new modern recording of it. So
it works in the movie.
Yeah,
Perfect.
It worked perfectly in the movie.
Yeah.
Wow, right. This is my favorite one so far.
F's trying to top that. We got about 15, 16 more to go till we get to the end.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
We'll see.
Please make sure to leave some comments. Give us your favorite F songs. A thumbs up would help us get seen by more folks in the algorithm. So we appreciate everybody that supported the channel and this series so far. Go over to Glen's channel. Make sure you subscribe to him if you haven't already. So we're going to wrap this up. We'll see you next time for G. For Glen, this is Rich. Take care, and we will see you next time around.
Yeah,
bye.
And let us know what your favorite F words are, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent.